excited about today's lesson. I'm so excited for you guys. Oh my God. I couldn't wait to do this particular lesson about the best Forex secret. Okay, this is going to change your trading career. I promise you it will. Okay, however, what you're going to have to do is listen to me all the way to the end, because I'm not going to give you the Forex secret up front. I'm going to show you what happens to most Forex traders, which you'll probably find yourself somewhere in this circle right now. But I'm going to give you what happens to people who don't know the secret. And then at the end, I'm going to go and give you the secret for what makes a successful Forex trader. When you see this, you're not going to be able to unsee it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Baby boss, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so make sure you stay till the end, okay? Because I'm going to show you, and when I give you the secret, you're going to go back in your mind and you're going to be able to say, you know what, every successful Forex trader, he's actually telling the truth. You're going to see it for yourself. Okay, so hang tight. Before we do that, I'm so excited for you guys. By the way, give me a second. By the way, what I need you guys to do is hit the like button and the subscribe button. So when I'm doing videos, you will know that I'm live, and you'll be able to get all the updates and stuff like that, because I put out a lot of content for you guys. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and let other Forex traders know who you know are struggling to come and join me. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. I'm so excited about today's lesson, but let me get the preliminaries out the way. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Timothy, and everybody out there. He said thank you for everything I'm doing. Thank you guys for tuning in. I told you guys, I get excited about teaching lessons, and today's is going to be one of those, okay? But I want to show you guys something first. Let me give you a testimonial. So just read this so you can hear from somebody. And this literally just came in this morning a few minutes ago. So hear this, and I'm not going to give the person's full name. I will just say Mr. Martin, okay? And if you're tuned in, Mr. Martin, thank you for this email. I really appreciate it. It touched my heart. He says here, this is a copy of my Telegram post. So he posted this in the group. So we got thousands of people in there. So I don't always see the Telegram post of every person. So he sent this via email to make absolutely sure that I was able to see his message today. So here it is. It says, I'm not a true poster in here, meaning in the Telegram group. He don't post all the time. I don't have astronomical results like others in the group, because some people post tons of money in the group. I stay in my lane and run my race with joy. I have to say a big thank you to Uncle P. Thank you, Uncle P. I had a breakthrough trading day last Thursday, netting 437.4 pips. Woo! How about that for the day? And by the way, I want you guys to listen to as I'm reading this testimony, because you're going to hear the secret. You're going to actually hear it. He doesn't even know he's obtained the secret yet. That's what I'm telling you. It is so powerful. The secret is so powerful until when it hits your mind, you're going to be like, oh my God. Oh my God. And your whole trading career is going to take a different turn, because you're going to finally realize the secret was right there slapping you in your face the whole time, and you were stumbling past it. But let me read this. All right, let's come. Oh, I told you I'm so excited for you guys. Oh my God, come on. All right. So he says, let me finish reading. Okay, so he said he netted 434 pips for the day with Easy Pips Scanner. And Easy Pips, we do offer a scanner service. So go to our website, click on other products, and the scanner. Tons of us are making tons of pips using the scanner that we built, okay? And it comes with its own trading system. Great gains from an initial $36 deposit. I spent more time in my demo account than my live account, which is smart. Switching over to live wasn't that big of a deal, because I was already demo trained to focus on the mechanical approach to trading rather than the emotional element approach to trading. So it completely eliminated the gambling sense of it. I dropped 36 bucks into my Hugo's Way account, and I've been woke since then. My journey has officially started. I've had Easy Pips and Simplicity for about 7 to 8 months now. A few weeks after it launched, I was a knucklehead. Some of y'all. Even though I went all in on Simplicity, I was still drawn into strategy jump and system to system. I succeeded with a few only to fail overall and then hyper jump to the next strategy. I converted RAR files into zip files just to get at some strategy or another, only to ultimately realize that I already had a home with simplicity and easy pips. Honestly, I'm one part saddened by the time spent to come to such an epiphany, and two parts thankful for the market education and foundation I learned along the way in order to really appreciate what a remarkable system simplicity and easy pips are to traders like me and the trading community as a whole. I've spent so much time, energy, sleepless nights, tears, and coffee to get to this space I'm in today. I've burned through all of the anxious energy I've had that prematurely got me into live accounts just to ultimately have a blown account times 3. So much of Uncle P's words and advice had started to sink through my thoughts and push me away from blowing my account for the 4th time. His advice is sound. You may not like his truth, his voice, his method of sharing, but for me, he's been the ginger honey lemon tea for the trading sickness I've had for one day. I've been breathing today. Not really. I'm breathing with both nostrils open and with a clear mind. Watch this. I'm calm to the trades I'm taking, be it win or loss. I'm mindful of my market structure, support and resistance levels, directional bias and reversals. In a word today, I'm thankful. I don't know it all. I'm simply thankful that my journey has finally begun. I thank you. My wife thanks you. My 3 girls and son thank you. My best wishes to Uncle P and to the friends and family that have supported his journey that led him to us. Deepest and grateful, with my deepest gratefulness, Mr. Martin. Thank you, Mr. Martin, for this particular actual email, because what you really didn't realize, and I'm not, if he's tuned in, you're going to hear this too. Because what you're going to, guys, get your pins up, and I expect you, if you're going to tune into my channel, you always make sure on Sundays to have something to write with, because I'm going to give you some things that you can take away from these classes that I do, okay? I'm giving you knowledge that I promise you, it's going to be hard to find the things that I share on these Sunday classes. So get something to write with, because as you find out what the secret to success in Forex is, you're going to realize it was right there in your face the whole time, but you couldn't see it. So what my job is to help you correct your lenses of your glasses and your view so that you can see it right there. It's right there. The secret is right there. Okay. So the other thing this class is going to do today is going to help you to realize that you were right there the whole time. But you didn't know it because nobody was mentoring you to let you know how far you had came along. And that with simple, I don't want to get into it yet. All right, here we go. The first thing I need you guys to write down at the top of your page, write this down, write it down. Simple equals success. Write this down and don't tune out thinking, oh, okay, that's all I need to know. See, that's your problem. You're too anxious. You're too busy in a hurry. And you're still failing. You're not disciplined. You have no patience. So just wait until the end. I'm going to give you the actual steps of the secret, but you got to wait, because I got to show you where you're making your mistakes first before you actually believe what I'm about to tell you is the actual secret. Let me give it to you guys like this. One of the things that I like to do in my spare time, I am a huge person who loves to watch the History Channel and stuff like that because I love archaeology. I'm a black dude with a baseball hat, but I love archaeology. I love studying history. I was watching this morning about the Nephilims in the Bible and the historical data and the research and how they're pulling up archaeological sites and this and that. I love history. Here's the point. To the trained eye, you could be walking on top of the dirt and walk right past one of the biggest archaeological finds in history. But because you're walking on dirt, you think it's just dirt, not realizing you're standing on history that can actually make you extremely wealthy. And the same thing that people do in archaeology where they, or the normal person who is not an archaeologist, they will step on that dirt and keep walking, but the trained archaeologist will step on that same exact dirt and say, hold on, this don't look right. And they will dig up history and become well-known and famous and rich. The same is true in Forex. You've been walking right over the secret the whole time. Type of amen if you think this has got some nuggets of truth. Type of amen in that box. You have been walking right past it the whole time. My job today is to help you realize what you've been walking over so that you'll go back, backtrack, take a step, and dig up the gold that you've been searching for. Okay? Let me give you one more example. There's a book by Napoleon Hill called 3 Feet from Gold. And this is a true story. There was a gentleman who actually was he owned some land. This is the secret. I'm already talking to you about it. See, you just hold on to the end and you'll realize everything I'm saying to you from the testimony I read to the time I get done, you're going to realize, oh, he was already teaching the secret. See, it's right there, but you don't see it. So hold on. So this guy bought a piece of land and he was mining for gold. And as he was digging for gold, like you're trying to dig for Forex success, he was digging for gold. But then because he didn't really, he had the excitement and enthusiasm, but not the real knowledge. And because of that lack, he was digging and he did find some gold. And so he got excited. And so he started digging. And eventually he couldn't find gold no more. So he thought there was no more gold. He ended up selling off the land to another person. And do you know that literally the other person came along, hired a professional who helped him to understand how gold runs. It runs like a vein straight this way. So the guy who dug, he was digging this way, but he was digging the wrong way. So he skipped right over it. The other guy who he sold the land to for dirt cheap got an expert to help him see what was beneath his feet the whole time. And he ended up digging one of the biggest deposits of gold and became one of the richest people there was. Off of the same exact land that the other person said, oh, there must not be no more gold. Now, when the story broke, the guy who sold him to land for dirt cheap was sick to death because he realized, oh my God, I was right there. What was the difference? He was literally, watch this, 3 feet from gold, but he didn't realize it because he didn't understand how the gold vein ran. So therefore he just thought it was useless land, sold it and lost out. 3 Feet from Gold is the book. It's an audio book. Listen to it. I'm gonna help you stop walking past your 3 feet from gold. So let's get started. Number one at the top, right on the top of your paper, this is the key words you want to remember. Simple equals success. So here's the consequences that most Forex traders experience. Before we get through the secret, I'm going to share with you're stumbling over and how you're feeling about it. Number one, too much time on the charts. When you don't understand the secret that we're going to go over at the very end, you end up spending way more time on the charts than you really need to. That's why, as I was reading his testimony, he was falling into that and he didn't realize all I did was help him to stop walking over gold. So he took $36 and flipped it into $437 in a trading day or in a week. And all I did was help him to see, hey, you're digging in the wrong area, sir. You're right there. See, he was right there the whole time. He even had our trading tools for 7 to 8 months and was still trying to figure out all these other methods and new strategies. You remember I told y'all that last week? And he was right there. And now he sees the gold. I'm going to help you too. Number two, the consequences of you not seeing this secret, you mistrust any indicator or strategy you have. How many times have you been trying to take trades and you really don't trust it? Honestly, you don't trust it. Number three, you're gun shy. You're scared to take a good trade. Number four, you lose confidence. Some of you guys, this is where the problem is. You're right there, right at the secret, but you don't have confidence and you're losing emotionally. Write this down. This is a big one for you guys. This is why before I give you the secret, I'm giving you the consequences of not seeing it, because once I give it to you, stop doing what you're doing, family. There's a reason I'm not rushing to give it to you. This is not clickbait or whatever. I'm giving you the consequences first so that you can stop what you're doing. Because many of you guys, the reason why you can't see success is because you keep doing the same dumb things every week. And then you rush people. Oh, hurry up and get, no, that's your problem. You want everything quick and in a hurry at your pace, and you're the failure. So when somebody comes along who's trying to give you success keys, you don't demand of them to do something just because you want to keep in pace with your failure mentality and your failure patterns. Slow down. Because that's why you have no confidence in your trades, you have no confidence in your indicators, no confidence in your strategies. Here's the big one. Right now, some of you guys are dealing with a big issue, and that is your emotional currency is spent. You're tired. You're exhausted emotionally. You're frustrated. You've been crying just like him. He was crying up late on the charts, spending time away from family. And then the secret kicked in, and now he made money. He see it. And what's nice about the secret, when you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's when success happens. Let's keep going because I'm almost there. Patience. The problem is with some of you guys, you're impatient. And I'm a big person who, if you come at me crooked, I'm telling you, go somewhere else, because your impatience is killing you. Do you know I don't even take clients who are in a desperate situation? You know why? Because when I tell them about some of the secret, they won't hear me because their panic speaks louder than their patience. And patience and panic don't go together. Type a number 1 if you agree with that. If you're panicking in a trade, very seldom do you find success, don't you? And this is not even the secret. This is just truth. Type of number 1 if you agree. See, there we go. Patience and panic don't go together. That's when clients email, oh man, I need to hurry up and pay some bills. I want to join you. No. I don't even want you as a client. Because when I tell you what the secret is, you're not hearing it because your panic speaks louder than your patience. You're not going to hear me. Because the way we trade, as he said, he's emotionally relaxed and da-da-da. We'll get into it. Here's the last one. Some of you guys, before the secret will actually kick into your mind, you got a bigger problem on your hands. That's why I'm not giving the secret first. I got to give you the consequences of what you've been doing wrong. So by the time you hear the simple secret, it'll all make sense. Here. Some of you guys, you've been procrastinating and dealing with so much garbage and putting it off until your mind is cluttered. And so even when somebody's trying to give you a gift of knowledge, you got so much craziness going on in your head until it's not absorbing. There's no room for anything else. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're arguing with your spouse. You got bills that's behind. You got emails that you're supposed to take care of. You got this and that. And you keep putting everything off and it keeps piling up. So then when it's time for you to learn Forex, you got so much clutter and noise in your head until the truth is you don't know what way is what. Because the more you learn about Forex, it's just adding more to the chaos and confusion that you already got. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And Forex is not going to help you. Forex is going to make that situation worse. So some of you guys, you have to deal with your emotional overload and your mental overload before you'll actually see the secret for what it is. So here's the secret. Everybody ready? Type a number 10 in the box. Because watch this. When I say this, you're going to be like, that ain't no secret. But it actually is. Because the successful Forex traders have this secret. You don't. So if I don't tell you what your problem is, when I give you this simple solution, you're not going to see it. You're 3 feet from gold, but you don't get it. So here's the secret. Here we go. And I want you to pay attention. As I go through this little short, simple list, think about how many successful Forex traders you've already watched their YouTube channels, Googled them, or something, because many of you guys had did like I did, always watching YouTube channels and this and that. And you're going to realize this dude is really telling the truth. Anybody can be successful. Here we go. Number 1, to success, the secret of success in Forex and any business. It doesn't have to be Forex. It could be any business. Number 1, successful Forex traders or successful people have this, a clear mind. Write that down. I'm giving you the 4. Here we go. Here's the secret. A clear mind. That's the first thing. You have to have a clear mind. Anytime a person, and if you have ever watched any videos by a successful trader, investor, whatever else, you will hear them all say the same thing. They tend to just stay away and take a break if their mind is not clear. Because you have to have a clear mind to make decisions financially. And you say, well, that ain't nothing special. That's exactly the point. You keep saying that ain't special, but the truth is, do you have a clear mind when you're trading? Number 2, they have a clear plan. You keep writing up these plans and strategies, but by the time the charts hit, your emotions kick in and your plan went right out the window. I told you. The secret. The secret was right there in front of your face. We're not done, but the secret is right there in your face. It's so prevalent in your face until you're overcomplicating the process. And because you're overcomplicating the process, the secret keeps passing you by. Just like the man who was 3 feet from gold. Didn't even realize it. Because he was digging all over the place the wrong way. And all he had to do was keep digging straight. And it was right there. He would have been rich. Like some of you guys. Let's keep going. Here's number 3 of the success secret. You have to have one or two clear strategies that they have been tested over time and you trust them. Let me go back as to why I said what I said to you as far as the other things. Too much time on the charts, mistrust of any indicators and strategies, gun shy. When you finally have a good setup, you're scared to pull the trigger on it. Loss of confidence. Your emotional currency is broke. You broke financially and emotionally. You have patience, none. So you panic all the time. You panic trading and you procrastinate. And now you have mental overload. Do you see how none of this is in the list of successful people? They have number 1, and we're almost done. They have number 1, a clear mind. Number 2, a clear plan of action that they stick to. You don't stick to nothing. You're all over the doggone place. This is truth. You are not, as I just seen the word, focus. Thank you, Marcus. Marcus said focus. Follow one course until success. I like that, Marcus. That is so cool. Here's the last one, which actually fits that. They always have a simple trading plan. A simple trading system. So here's the 4 again. What is the secret? And you say, man, you have me on here for all. No, but that's the point. You're not the one doing these videos. It's somebody else doing it because this is simple to understand, but because you've overcomplicated it, you're not successful. You have 50 strategies, 50 indicators, and you're still not making any money. And when I'm telling you, this is all the secret is. It's really not a secret. For those who slow down and do as I'm saying, simple equals success. That is the whole secret. There was nothing more necessary. See, the problem is that you're expecting all this special, and that's what got you chasing markets and chasing indicators now. That's exactly your problem. Every week you're spending money trying to get a new indicator, or like some of the others trying to steal one, or you're scouring the internet trying to find out which free ones you can get. That's not going to fix your problem, loved one. Trust me, I did it for years. Why do you think it took me so long? Because I was like you. That's how I can tell you what goes on here. Look, here's this man's testimonial. But he actually sent his trade results. It's right here. This is his trade results. He emailed us proof that he took a $36 account and flipped it to $400 this last week. Because all of a sudden, he'd been trading for multiple months, but he missed how simple the secret was. And I teach the secret every week in class. But it takes people time to unclutter their own minds before it clicks. So you can teach the same thing over and over and over again, but until people declutter their minds, they won't get it. Isn't that amazing? And you're right there next to success. But because you have so much going on in your mind is the enemy of your success because you have too much going on. And every time you buy, and I'm just warning you, I'm warning you. Every time you buy more and more indicators, and you don't even watch this, listen to what I said successful people have as part of the secret. Hear this one. Number 3 was what? I want to see if people paid attention to number 3. Because if you didn't write this stuff down, don't come back talking about, well, no, you the problem. You're your own problem. Success is literally right there at your own feet, and you don't see it because you're the problem. You're in your own way. What was number 3 that I said as far as the secret to success? And this is not just in Forex, this is in anything. I've done real estate. That was the first way I made millions of dollars. Was in real estate, and it was still the same thing. What I'm giving you today, you can take and apply it to any other area, not just Forex. So I'm trying to see who actually listened to me. See, that's the problem. Somebody can give you the secret to success and you still will overcomplicate it. And because it's too simple, you say that's too simple. No, that's exactly what it is. Simple equals success. Here it is again. Number 3 was this. They have a clear strategy that they have tested. Your impatience, you have never tested anything. You took a few live trades, which is silly self. Notice what he said. He spent a lot of time in demo so that by the time he transferred his 36 bucks into a live account, he had already washed away all the emotional and mental foolishness. In other words, he had been brainwashed. His brain had been washed of all the clutter so that the natural truth of how simple the secret is was right there the whole time. And when it clicked for him, he flipped $36 into $400 and something dollars last week in our group. Isn't that amazing? He tested the strategy. Be honest with yourself. How many indicators have you bought so far? I want you to really tell yourself the truth. Because see, the lie you're telling yourself is blocking you from your success. The success is begging to give itself to you. Success is begging to give it to you. But the problem is that you're overcluttered. Some of you guys, tell the truth, you got multiple indicators, multiple strategies. Every week you're searching for a new strategy. So the honest truth is, which one works for you? You can't answer that. You know why? Because you haven't spent enough time with any of them to find out whether it's the truth or not. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I've done that. Why do you think it took me 4.5 to 5 years to find success in Forex? It took me about a year to become successful in real estate. It took me no time to become successful in a restaurant business I was running. It took me no time to be successful in my daycare business that I was running. I can go down the laundry list of different entrepreneurial endeavors that I was in. But it wasn't until I started trading Forex until I ran into a problem. And the reason why is because I thought it was more complicated than it was. I overcomplicated it, as did you. And I realized success was begging to give itself to me. So I'll leave you guys with this. Let's go over it again. I'll go through it quickly. Here's what you need to do. So Marcus, oh my God, thank you, Marcus. He said, don't be scammed by your own mindset. Oh my God, I can spend all day on that one. I won't for time's sake. But that's the whole point. And what happens is because you're stepping right over success and it's right there underneath your feet, but because you're stepping over it, you're frustrated. And now you're trying to find out, well, who's the scammer? Who's the scammer? You know what I'm saying? Who's the scammer? So now you're spending more wasted energy digging somewhere else away from gold, trying to be a researcher of scammers. Meanwhile, here's the truth. Even if you found out, okay, these people are a scammer, this person is a scammer, and you spend all your time researching that, did that bring you your gold that you were searching for? Or did that just waste more time in the wrong direction? Are you 3 feet from gold, but now because you went off on a tangent, chasing rabbit holes on who's the scammer, now you're 20 feet from gold, now you're 30 feet from gold, now you're 2 miles from gold? Because you're running up and down the street doing something that has nothing to do with your original goal of trying to find simple, watch this, simple success. Ain't that the truth? The Bible says the truth will set you free. I've told my class over and over again, if I was writing the Bible, I would add one level extra to that. The truth will set you free if you accept it. If you accept it. You're right there at success feet. Success wants to hang on to you and marry you. The problem is you're making it hard. So let me go through this list and we're done for today. Success is right there. That's the secret. It's so simple until you're stumbling over it. And my job today is to unclutter your mind and to help you to slow down enough to do what successful people do. And when you do what successful people do, you will actually get the success you want. But if you keep choosing to do it your way, then you're stepping 10 feet from gold, 20 feet, 30 feet. Now you're 5 miles from gold when you was only 3 feet away. My job today is to slap you in your face and say, wake your behind up and stop being stupid. Type a 10 in the box if you don't mind me being okay with that, with being blunt. My job is to pimp slap the heck out of you. I want to, Jesus help my tongue, I want to say something else. My job is to pimp slap you to wake you up out of your stupor so that finally somebody can tell you the raw truth. I don't care whether you say, oh, this is the last time I'm gonna listen to him. You think I care? I don't care. Why? Because I love you enough to tell you the truth so that you're not wasting 4.5 to 5 years like I did, chasing things all up and down the road. And success was sitting there saying, okay, whenever you're ready to come back, I'm ready to do business with you. And I didn't have nobody telling me the truth like this, the raw truth. Check any YouTube channel you want. There is nobody doing this, telling you what you're supposed to hear, not what you want to hear. So you can call me whatever you want. But the one thing you got to confess, you have to call me a person who's willing to stand up and tell the truth up in here. Because I love you enough to not have you in so much pain like I was in. My journey in Forex was very painful because success was right there and I didn't see it. Because I had all this stuff going on just like you. And nobody cared enough to tell me. They just wanted my money. Type an amen in the box if I'm touching on you so far right now. Sunday with me is kind of like church plus Forex. Huh? This is church plus Forex, so you're getting a double dose, 2 for 1. You ain't been to church in a while, so don't worry about it. You're getting church and Forex lessons at the same time. And I don't give a crap if you think I'm a scammer, just don't come back. I don't care. See, what you think about me is none of my business because you weren't on my journey. But I pray to God that you don't end up on the journey I went through. It was too painful. And success, I went all the way around for 4.5 to 5 years, only to come back to a simple point of what I'm sharing with you today. That is the secret. You say, that ain't no secret. It actually is if you ain't got success. Here's the point. Let me say this and then we'll go through this list and we're done. If you don't think that's the secret, then ask yourself the question, when was the last time you did a withdrawal? Come on now, don't sit there and don't answer in the chat box. I want you to look yourself in the face when I'm done and tell yourself, because you can say anything on social media, on YouTube. You can type anything you want. But when you look in yourself in the eye in the mirror, there's only just you and your soul. And your soul won't let you lie. Because deep down, somewhere in your soul, you know doggone well I'm telling the truth. Yeah, Kenneth, that's the name of our team, Team Easy. Do you think there was a reason why I said super easy Forex? Because when I finally realized what was going on, it really was very easy. But it took me so long to see it. I wish y'all could actually see my charts. Right here, Let me see something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let me see this. Let me see if y'all can see this. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something on my charts right here. Hold on. I'm gonna tilt that down and slide this over. Hold on. I don't want it to see me. Hold on. Wait. Let me see if I can get this to show my chart. Okay, hold on. Which one? Nope, that one. Hold on. Market makers method. This is just a little extra something. Let me move myself out the way. Let me see if y'all can see this one. Okay, no, y'all looking at that one, so let me move it over here so you can see my charts. Okay, here's a trade that I took on Friday. And let me see if y'all can see it. Okay, market makers methods. Can y'all see this here? Now this is reversed, but right here, I studied the market makers method, and let me bring this back out. Just for an example. Now, I'm pointing to it. It's right here. Go to your charts on Friday. You can do this right now when we're done to prove my point about how success was right there slapping me in the face and I couldn't see it. So here's the deal. Right here, go to Friday, which is Friday's trading. Go to, oh, I'm sorry, no wonder. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, no, this is the right one. GBP CAD. Go to 15-minute GBP CAD. Okay? You want to think I'm making this stuff up? Fine. You think I'm a scammer? Fine. Here you go. Go to your own charts and go to GBP CAD on Friday. And then not only go to GBP CAD, but also go to Euro GBP, because I took both of those. Both of them. Check it for yourself. And tell me if you don't see this arrow right here saying to go up. It's right there on the charts. Hold on. Let me make it bigger. Hold on. You'll see it for yourself. All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it bigger. Right there. See? Hold on. Right here. See that? See the arrow? It's right there. But look at that. GBP CAD. Okay? Okay. All right. So, oh, let me make myself better. All right. So, here's the deal. Go look on there and tell me if you don't see the M or the W for yourself. Okay? See if you don't see the M or the W. GBP CAD had the W at the low of the day. Euro GBP had the high of the day and it had the M pattern. I studied the market makers method for about maybe about 3 years. And at the end of that, I still couldn't see it. And it was right there in my face. And it wasn't until I created my own system to have the arrow to point it out. It was right there. It's on your own chart. So before you say, oh, he's scamming. Okay, so that's why you never find success. You're too busy trying to find out who's the scammer versus just learning, just to verify. Mm-hmm. Check for yourself. On Friday, GBP CAD and Euro GBP. If you buy your charts, type in number 5 in the box. Before we go, I just want to tell you how simple success is right there. Okay, so Debo, you buy your charts. Anybody else buy your charts? Okay, so all right, we see a bunch of 5s. Tell me if you market makers method. Now let's change the question. Type a number 7 in the box if you've ever studied the market makers method. Type in number 7. I'm telling you, success is simple. Okay, so we do have a bunch of people who can verify. Now, type a number 20 in the box if you are on your charts right now looking at Friday, and tell me if you don't see GBP CAD with a W at the bottom and the Euro GBP with the M at the top on the 15-minute charts. Type a number 20 in the box if you see it right now for yourself on the charts. You don't have my system. I don't care whether you have my system or not. See, there we go. Curtis is number 1. There we go. Look at all the 20s coming in. Don't call me no scammer. The problem is you scamming yourself because you hard-headed. Because the secret to success is right there, pimp slapping you in the face, and you refuse to change your ways. And as a result, you're not getting what you wish for. And because you're not getting what you wish for, anybody else who is getting it, you call them a scammer. No, it's just a problem. Look at all the 20s that's popping up in this box. Look at all the 20s from the people who've been studying market makers method. I gave up on it because after 3 years, I was still frustrated. But now look, it was right there. And I took them trades and won. I got out early. Now, GBP CAD hit my target. Euro GBP, I got out early because you'll see it that it started going down. It gave me some good pips, but then it didn't hit my target. And since it was Friday, I closed it out because you'll look at it and it started going sideways. It's right there on your charts. Don't tell them, call me no. Go to your charts right now and see. And you'll see Euro GBP, it started going sideways. So I just went on and took my little profit and called it today. It was Friday. I ain't gonna hang on to it over the weekend, not necessary. You got the charts. So don't tell me I don't see success. Success has now visited me because I simplified it. I adopted the same principles that the rich people did. Come on, somebody in my group, because they know this is SpongeBob. That's exactly why I jumped out. See, these are students who are in my class and they study. They know what I do. It's no secret to them. They know exactly what I'm looking at. They calling it out right now. Sure did see that SpongeBob squarehead. Took my money and ran. Thank you, Jesus. See, I was struggling because I didn't have the success. The secret to success, it was right there. And if you go back and listen to the testimony I originally read at the very beginning of this, you will see he said the same thing. He said, I had your trading system for 7 to 8 months, but because I was hard-headed and stubborn, I ran around for 7 to 8 months only to come right back to exactly what you've been saying the whole time. And he said he flipped $36 to $436 in a week, doing just the simple thing I said to do. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? Some of these, and why is this so important? I'll leave you with this. Because some of you guys, the moment you hear the word secret, here's what you do. You rush out, waste all this time on the internet, buying new indicators, buying new this and that you know you don't even trust it. But because they use the word literally as clickbait to get you to click on, oh, I got this secret. And then they're using some that you don't even understand. They're using these fancy bougie words, and then it just sound real good. And it's tantalizing to your ears. Meanwhile, you was right there, had gold underneath your feet, but you started shoveling in the wrong direction, and now you lost. And all I'm doing today is helping to clear your mind of the cobwebs you have so that you can actually go back to where you originally were. And I thank God for stopping my painful journey. And I was listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes this morning. He said, and I thank him for sharing this message. He said that when you're picked or chosen to be used for something, the thing that broke you and caused you so much pain is the very thing that God can use to touch other lives. And I hated Forex for what it did to me. I hate it. I'm not lying to you guys. I hate it. If it wasn't for me having this opportunity to be before you guys on these Sundays to give you hard slap in the face lessons to wake you up out of your stupor, and when you join the Super Easy Forex family, they know I'm raw as all get out, but it's out of love, and they get to talk to me. I get to talk to them because my goal is to wake you up so that you're not wasting 5 years of your life like I did, chasing all this stuff, only to find out, you know what? It wasn't even necessary. Yeah, see, GBP, NZD. Yeah, I did the same thing. Somebody said they got 187 pips. See, you can see it yourself. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's when success kicks and hits you. And now you're a successful Forex trader. Let me go over my list and let you guys go. The consequence of you not listening to what I'm telling you today, because you still there's going to be, because a few hundred people watch it immediately, and then thousands of people watch my videos later. I promise you, even with me giving my heart and soul to you today, there's still going to be some knuckleheads who say, oh, he ain't nothing but a scammer. Okay, that's fine. Even though you can verify, you've seen the number 20s hit of people verifying that they went to their charts while I'm live streaming to verify the trades I just said, and they're there. But you know what? You can convince some people because they just choose to be shoveling down the road. And so be it. That's your journey. Ain't not my problem. And ain't going to change what I do because you don't want to believe. Then you're going to have others who they hear what I'm saying is the actual secret, but the moment somebody come up and it's going to pop up in your feed, and can I give you a piece of advice? A little extra bonus because you stayed around. You might want to do this. I really do appreciate you tuning in today to hear what I have to say. Because of my whole motivation for doing these Sunday videos, do you know thousands of people are watching it and not everybody joins the Super Easy Forex family? Do you think that bothers me? No, I'm okay with that. That's okay. Because if you can get one nugget from me that's going to change your life, that's more important than anything else. Now, if you're looking for a mentor, I'm gladly will do it. No problem. But if this is what you get, that's fine. That's fine. See, my goal is to change a life. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because again, the emotional toll that Forex took on me, and I probably will be the only person hardly on YouTube who will really tell the truth. And I'm telling you guys what I'm about to tell you, you might want to take this advice. I had spent so many years scouring the internet, looking for a guru, looking at these videos, looking at this and that. And I subscribed to all these channels and they never even told the truth. But yet I was subscribed to all 15, all these. So every time a video popped up, here was a new video with a new strategy. Here's a new video with a new strategy, new video with a new indicator. Every week, all week long. What do you think that did to me? Do you think it helped me? Or do you think it confused me? Let me type the real question, because some of y'all doing that now. You are subscribed to way too many channels. Do you think it's really helping you? Be honest. Type in number 10 in the box if it's hurting you. Type in number 10. And let's be honest, come on, we family. It's retail trader families versus the institutions. We family. That's what they love. They love us to be against each other because the retail traders are choking each other out. Meanwhile, the institutions and your brokers are making a killing off of you every week while you killing each other off. Ain't that stupid? You wonder why I don't spend my time. Well, talk about this person channel. Why would I talk about somebody else? That's not my business. Meanwhile, the institutions and Forex brokers are raping people of their money and their peace of mind. And nobody says nothing about them, but they got you choking each other out, calling each other names. See, you see how just constantly keeping you away from the 3 feet from gold. Meanwhile, they're making tons of profits every week off of your losses. Here's my advice to you. Here's another step that wasn't on the list, but I'm going to give it to you since you hung around. I strongly suggest that you unsubscribe, even if it's my channel. That's fine. I love you. That's fine. If this is the last video you want to hear from me, praise God, no problem. But I really strongly want to give you this piece of advice. Some of you guys are subscribing to way too many channels right now. And I really would suggest to unsubscribe from some of them. Because every time their pop up, you got 15 different subscriptions, 20 different subscriptions. What is going on in your mind? Is it helping you? If you know in your heart of hearts and you look yourself in the mirror with your eyes looking back at you, the truth will tell you, no, he's actually telling the truth. I am subscribed to way too many. And every time some pop up, here I go trying it on the charts this week in a live account. You don't even test it in demo. You go straight to a live account because somebody said, oh, add this moving average. Oh, add this indicator, add this and that, do this strategy, do the market open strategy, do the this and that and this. And you just, every week, you have no plan that you stick to. Because every time a pop-up pops up, here you go. And I had to stop. I had to unsubscribe. Literally, I'm telling you the truth. My journey, I'm telling you the truth. I had to unsubscribe to some of them. It was hurting me. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor said, I used to do that too until I came to you and saw you. Thank you. There are a few that I still subscribe to, a couple of them because I really like their content. I'm still a student. I told my students last week, they said, man, you the guru. Man, no, I'm not a guru. I am a fellow student of yours. I'm just a few classes ahead of you. But this is a lifelong journey. I will never call myself a GOAT or this and that. You will never hear me say that. Now, I do have a nickname, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, you know, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, you get, okay, anyway. I call myself Dr. Pepper, but I never call myself a GOAT. I'm never going to arrive. There's always so much to learn. But that's one of the other things I learned. I stopped studying so much because I realized the more I studied, the more confused I was getting. So I don't really do all that no more. And as a result, like this weekend, no, I didn't even have to look up and mark up my charts, How many of you guys did that this weekend? Spent your whole weekend marking up charts? Type a number 30 in the box if you did. Tell the truth. The truth will set you free. Tell the truth. Did you do that? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Did you? Did you spend a significant amount of your time this weekend marking up charts? There we go. There goes the 30s. There we go. I see one. Is there another? Tell the truth. There we go. All right, come on. Come on with the truth. See, the truth will set you free. I didn't spend no time marking up charts. I don't even want to look at them on the weekend because I realized it wasn't even necessary. I sold my soul, in a sense, to the charts unknowingly. So let me give you the list and let's go. Let's be done. Simple equals success. Here we go. The consequences that most Forex traders experience. Number one is they spend too much time on the charts. Number two, mistrust of any indicator or strategy. You have too many of them, so you don't know which one to actually trust. And as a result, you don't believe it? When was the last time you did an actual withdrawal? Some of you guys, you've been trading for how long? You ain't did one withdrawal yet. Gun shyness. You actually saw the M or W, but you've been losing so much until even when you actually see a perfectly good setup, you scared to take the trade now. See how psychologically damaged you are? And you wonder why the secret is right there, but you can't see it. Your emotional currency is all spent. You are highly emotional. You're a very angry person, very cynical. You're very depressed. Some of you guys have fallen into depression. I know you don't want to talk about it. You don't tell nobody this, but this is the truth. You've fallen into depression because of Forex. So you was a perfectly happy person before Forex. By the time Forex got done with you, you depressed now because you put your all into it and got nothing in return. And you keep doing that week after week, week after week, week after week, and nothing happens. Just more loss, more emotional toll. And now you're a mess. Patience versus panic. You can never be a successful trader if you're panicking because Forex requires patience. I have said time and time again, successful, write this down in case it's your first time hearing this. Successful traders are Forex waitors. Not a waiter in a restaurant, but they're the people who tend to wait for setups. For an example, I just literally told you guys, and you've seen proof that people say, yes, I see it on my charts, the M and W pattern for market makers method on GBP CAD and Euro GBP. You see it on your own charts from Friday. You don't have to call me no scammer. Go to your charts and see if you don't see it. Now, I didn't need to see it because my arrow came up on our simplicity system. You can see that green arrow right there. Popped right up on it. Okay, here's Euro GBP. Right there. See, my arrow came in. It came in. I didn't have to think. Hold on. Let me see you. Let me show y'all this real quick. Give me a second so you can see my charts. All right. All right, about there. Okay, right here. See that? And then it dropped. Well, you got to go the other way, this way. So check your own charts, Euro GBP. Tell me if you don't see it. I made about 20-something pips on that and got out. It's right there. See, I got my own simple system. I don't have to worry about that stuff no more. I don't have to spot it. It's built in. It finds it for me. The heck. But the problem is I had to wait. What if you had to wait until all the way until Friday before or Thursday till some great setups happen for you? Would you have had the patience? Probably not. Why? Because you're panicking. You need money now. And as a result, you are taking 20 and 30 trades a week, When some of the best ones, if you would have just waited towards the end of the week, may have been right there. You took a couple of trades, made you some good money, and you were done for the whole week. But you don't do that. So guess what? Success is right there. Procrastination. Here's something you can actually physically do starting today. Some of you guys, your desk, your mind, your emails are cluttered full of stuff. And that's why simple truth don't have room to sink in. Even with me slapping you in your face with truth, you're denying. You're argumentative with it. You rather debate versus just accepting. Why? Because you don't have room for truth no more. Truth is saying, hey, any room in there for me? It's knocking. Uncle P is here knocking, giving you truth. But guess what? You'd rather debate with me. Why? Because in your head, you have no more room for truth because you have all this stuff going on. And one of the things that I had to do, if you look at my desk in real life, you can't see my desk, but you'll notice that I don't have no clutter on my desk at all no more. I take care of my procrastination list. I take care of my emails. I do stuff quickly. My wife, she was even saying, why are you working on it? Because baby, today when I get done with this video, I don't want to have nothing to think about. Why? Because when I go to my charts, I need to have a what? Type this word in the box. I want to make sure y'all hear me. A clear mind. That's one of the biggest secrets to successful Forex traders. They trade with a very clear mind. They don't have a whole bunch of laundry list of things to do in their head that's going to confuse them and their interpretation of the charts. You got that problem. 50 strategies, 50 indicators, 50 problems, relationship problems, this, that, and the other. And your mind is not clear. And when your mind ain't clear, guess what's not clear either? Your emotions. And now that's why you're an emotional trader. I told you the secret is right there. It's right there, begging you to pay attention to it. It's begging for your attention. But because the word secret gets kicked in, you think that is some new strategy you need to find. See, there you go. The 415 strategy. 415. There was tons of 415 strategies last week. Everybody, boy, those who caught them 415s, y'all made a ton of pips last week, didn't you? One strategy, 415 strategy that we teach in our group. Tons of it. I mean, it was like the market was giving away pips. It was like a free line. Pip! One strategy, clear mind. You don't have a clear mind. So here's what I want you guys to do. Let me leave you guys, because I got to go. I'm ready to go hang out with my wife. Let me give you guys some actual practical steps real quick. Again, here's number one. Number one, clear the clutter of your mind. If you know you have things to do, here's what I actually do. And I wish I could turn my camera because you'll see right on, literally on this wall, I have a daily checklist of things to do. I call it my procrastination list. I no longer even like to trade if I have a bunch of things on my list, on my desk, because I know I'm not going to come with a clear mind. No matter how simple the charts are presenting themselves, with all these other things in my head, I'm going to mess it up because my mind is my tool. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? This is why I struggle so much in the business. And I tell my students all the time, my job as a Forex coach is hard. It's not because the information is not right there, literally staring you in the face, but my job is hard because it takes so long for me to declutter your mind from all the other crap that you taught, from all the other crap that you saw, so that when you actually see it, you see it. But to convince people to stop thinking the way they were thinking, that's a tough business for pastors and any other gurus, psychologists, counselors. We all have the same problem. To change a person's mind is one of the most difficult businesses you can ever enter into, including in Forex. That's the struggle. So the first thing to help you make room for truth, make a list of everything that you've been postponing in your life. Emails, dealing with a bill collector. No, I'm avoiding the phone call. Stop avoiding the phone call. Answer the phone. And tell them, I don't have the money right now. Coronavirus hit me. I can send you $5 a month. If that ain't good enough, then I'm gonna have to block your phone. See, and then whatever the outcome of that quick phone call, which will probably take you about 10 or 15 minutes, you've been stressing out over for how long? For months. And it took you a 10 or 15-minute phone call to settle the problem, one way or the other. And sometimes they understand. So they will take that $5 or $10 deal for now because they realize, oh yeah, it is Corona, but at least you're making some kind of payment. Now you're not getting them stalking phone calls where you're avoiding it. That's on your mind. Then you arguing with your significant other, when all you had to do was just simply say, I apologize, I misunderstood. That could be solved. Do you understand what I'm saying? Emails, stop letting it pile up. Because when you come to these charts, you bring in all of that to the charts. So no matter how simple the charts is presenting themselves to you, you got so many voices in your head, which is your computer, your original computer system, until you can't see it. Successful traders trade with a very clear mind. Let me leave you guys with another one. There was a friend of mine, and some of you guys who follow baseball, if you follow baseball, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about. His name is Torrey Hunter. And I told my students about this story. Torrey Hunter, the baseball player. He used to be Golden Gloves and this and that. I sat and talked with Torrey Hunter one time about his career, and he shared with me his success. And he shared with me when he was in college how he had to sleep on the floors of friends' houses and this and that, da, da, da. He shared his story of his journey. I'm giving you the success secret again. Now, this is a guy who his last contract, now I don't know I haven't talked to him in a while, but his last contract I remember he had got at the time when we were talking was he had just got awarded a extension contract for $25 million. But the secret to success was still right there. I talked to him about his success, and he said, well, you want to know the difference between a professional baseball player and an amateur baseball player? I said, sure, I would love to know that. I'm not into baseball, but I go sometimes when I'm bored, if they had it, before Corona. He said, the secret to success as a professional baseball player versus an amateur, write this down, you guys, is this. Write it down. I'm giving it to you again. Multi-millionaire. Said the same thing, and it clicked. It clicked. He said the difference between a professional baseball player and an amateur is simply this. Many pro baseball players in the locker room are going through a divorce. They're going through stress. They're going through this and that. But he said the moment we leave the locker room and hit the field, we leave everything in the locker room. And we focus only on the field. And then when we get back to the locker room, we pick up the problems we were dealing with, but never when we're on the field. And he said, that's the only difference between an amateur and a pro. The amateurs come to the field and they bring all of their emotions from the situations, person they're dealing with, and da, da, da. He said, professionals don't do that. Is that one of your problems? You got so much clutter in your head, you bring too much to the field of Forex, and therefore the charts is right there. How many times have you went back the next day and said, oh my God, I shouldn't have took that trade? How many times have you done that? So that tells you the truth. You saw it, but you had so much noise in your head, you didn't believe. And you wonder why you're literally right there at the foot of success, just like any other person. There's nothing wrong with you, loved one. You're right there, 3 feet from gold. But you're bringing too much to the table, too many strategies, too many indicators, too much emotions, too much baggage from your procrastination. And you got to clean that up so that you can really see that success is really right there with his hand extended to you, willing to shake it. All you have to do is drop what you're thinking, start fresh, and say, okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Let me leave you guys with this again. Here's the list of success: a clear mind, a clear plan, a clear strategy that has been tested over time and you trust it, and a simple trading system. That is the keys to success. I'm in front of you now after 5 years of pain. Because after 5 years of being in pain over this freaking dumb market, it was sitting right there in my face the whole time. I just couldn't see it. Are you understanding? If this was helpful, Type a number 50 in the box, the number 50. I want to make sure this helps somebody. It may not help everybody. Some people may not like it. That's fine. I'm not here for you if you don't like it. Again, remember what one of the things I said. Start unsubscribing to too many channels. So if you don't like what people are saying, why are you subscribed to their channel? See, that's stupid. Why are you adding more problems to your repertoire? But if you know I'm telling you the truth and I'm helping you, hit the subscribe button. So when I'm giving content, you get accurate information from a person who you know has actually done it, because I'm not shy about telling you about the painful part. Why? Because most Forex traders who are scammers, they can never tell you this stuff, because guess what? They never really traded for real. So they don't know how painful the journey is. But a real Forex trader who actually been through when you hear them talk, you know, this brother must have actually did, because guess what? Nobody would have known the secrets that I don't even tell my own family members. How much pain I'm in because of Forex. How much money I've lost because of Forex. Nobody would even know that unless they've been through it. And that's when you know you're dealing with an authentic person. Love it or list it, like that TV show. You don't have to like me, but you know for sure I'm telling the truth. Because only a Forex trader who really been in the muck will know how painful it is. I know your pain. I know it. That's why I teach what I do on Sundays. Now, during the week, I actually put up 2 videos this week, and you can actually see, and see, I don't hide nothing. Look at the video where I said, look over my shoulder. Notice that I actually took 4 trades. One of them was a legitimate loss on USD JPY, and that's because durable goods news, which normally I don't even take trades before news anyway, but I did anyway, and you see the results. I lost. I broke a rule. Tap, tap, tap. See, when you break a rule, you're going to lose. So I took the thing before durable goods came out and durable good news came out, and the market spiked in the opposite direction on USD JPY. It's right there live. I didn't hide it. I didn't sit up there and edit it out. I said, no, I lost this trade. But if you look on, if I was paying attention to my indicators, the arrow popped up saying, okay, get out of the sell trade. You did make some pips. I did make some, but then it was time for it to go the other way. And had I been paying attention, I would have called it going the other way too, because simplicity had told me. It was right there on the chart. Go look at Friday. Wait, let me pull that up real quick. What day was that? That was, give me a second. Hold on. Hit Control Y, you guys. By the way, hit Control Y on your computer. You see these little vertical lines? That's called your day separators. Hit Control Y on your computer and then bring up your day separators. So that was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday, something like that. Go to your own charts and you see the market reversed and shot all the way up. And that was USD JPY. It was one of them days. It's live recorded on the video. But in addition to that, I did make a lot of pips on AUD, NZD on one of them. And then I made about 20 some pips, which I told you guys, I need to stop doing so many videos about hundreds of pips, because you can make a good living doing 20 pips. And I explained that in the video. Then there was another one where I just flat out screwed the trade, you know, and it actually turned out, I think it was GBP Swiss or something like that. And I said, well, you know, hey, I'm recording this for you guys. So I'll just, and I told you, I think it may pop back up to this level and then drop, but I was already in the trade. But then because I'm doing a video for everybody else versus doing my normal thing, see how clutter comes in? If I wasn't doing that live video for y'all, normally I wouldn't even be looking at the charts. So I thought it was going to pull all the way back up before it made the drop. But guess what? It made the drop. Had I left it alone, you'll see live in the video, it hit target. So that would have been 3 trades, 3 and 1 loss. Live in the video. I don't hide nothing for you, because I need you to see this is the life of a Forex trader. And notice what I said in the video. Because I was recording for you guys, the trade that I would have normally just left alone and let run, I got out of it too early because I thought, okay, I'll wait for the pullback and then I'll jump in it, and never even did the pullback. So had I just left it alone like I normally do, and it hit target. Its price action is right there. See it. So that would have been 3 and 1. See, when the truth is there, you will know the truth when you see it. And I was showing proof that had I just followed what I normally would have without being cluttered in my mind to show off in front of you guys, I would have had a 5 and 1, because I would have jumped right back in on USD JPY as it was going up, and I would have caught that trade. And so I would have had 5 trades, 1 loss. Okay. So clear mind, clear plan, clear strategy, and a simple trading system. That is the secret to your Forex success. All right. Thank you guys. Share the video with somebody. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you don't worry about it. All right. If you're in my class, by the way, let me say this last thing. Oh, this is really powerful. Y'all know, those who are my students in class, you know, I always open up the room 30 minutes before our class begins, right? You guys who are in my class, you know I do that every week. But on this Tuesday, I'm going to do something I never did. 30 minutes before, you need to be on time. I got something special for you, okay? All right. Talk to you guys on Tuesday for those who are students. If not, have a wonderful trading week, you guys. Love you guys. See you next Sunday. Bye.